Alright, welcome back to Just Enough Garage. Today, gonna finish that engine. Probably won't show a whole lot. Tearing pieces off of that engine, fixing that firewall, hopefully painting all the subframe. Let's get at her. Good morning, Storm. As some of you figured out, I work a schedule that allows me to have Fridays, and Storm comes to visit Fridays, and she's my buddy. This is the engine you guys have been seeing in there. I got the heads on it, that's it, right? I've got an oil pan over here on the ground. I've pulled off a power steering unit, the pulleys needed, the alternator. I'm just now fetching, okay, history lesson. Appreciate it. A lot of new viewers, subscribers. You go back a couple of videos, maybe Mary will link it up in the corner somewhere, anyways in the description hopefully. This is what we're calling the Goat Pen 350 Chevy. I made a trade of a Nissan pickup for this engine, pulled it out on a rainy afternoon. It was in a goat pen, that's why we call it a goat pen. It doesn't turn. But I've been able to salvage all the pulleys I need, this timing cover I need, because the other one had a broken off timing indicator. So I'm going to use this setup. These are the same block, the 01 blocks. This should be a 350 4-bolt main as well. Has an internal keeper there. It should have two. Oh, you can't see. Yeah, there's one and there's one behind the motor mount. Okay, doesn't matter. We're just fixing to, oh, the sun's probably in your way. Beautiful end of January. Oh, just can't believe it. I know we'll pay for it later. But we're here in Northwest Washington, so the weather's usually rainy, so today is a fabulous day for us. But I'm going to pull that cover, and we're going to pull that pan. This motor does not rotate. I've had one of the heads off in a previous video. It's just stuck. It's just, take it apart, clean everything, it'll probably go back to working. But it's become a parts motor for my 1936 Oldsmobile. There's been a lot of activity on this. I appreciate you guys. There's a lot of work to do. In some previous videos I said, hey, contact us if you're interested in something. This is one I'm going to keep for a while, a year or two, whatever, you know. So just stay fluid with us, keep moving forward. Also in the video, I'm only going to try to show so much. I want to come through here and weld up a bunch of these holes, patches, welds, make it as smooth as I can make it, paint all this as you saw in the opener. I've got a line on a 4-speed transmission. It's a Saginaw. I'm trying to get it put together. The guy I'm in contact with on Marketplace is 300 miles from here. I have nothing local to my area, and so it might require me to do a 600-mile round trip, which I probably will just ignore you guys on and just go fetch. Anyways, we're going to paint this. I'll show you at the end. Throw all the freeze plugs in. This motor will be ready. It'll be on the stand under a plastic bag. If the 4-speed works out, by then I should have this painted. All my holes patched in, and it's ready to go. I needed the transmission, and I'll show you why. Stand by while I walk over there. Okay, I needed the 4-speed transmission. Why? This car originally had those Oldsmobile 8 cylinders in it. It was long gone. Transmission's long gone. This is the way I got it. Has some rust. Okay, fine, whatever. This was no back seat. These are coupes. You can see that's where the spare tire was. And there was some kind of a wooden shelf that came across here. Most of this car is wood, and it's pinched together with the body. Anyways, there was some kind of a shelf here that came down, and then it had this great big trunk. Okay, I'm probably going to do something similar, put up some kind of a wall or something, and then I got lots of room for the seats. The battery was under the floor. Speaking of the floor, this is totally removable. Okay. Now you see this is where the brakes originally went, and these are the pedals. There's your clutch pedal, there's your brake pedal. This panel here I've modified when I did a little bit of the firewall. It was cut out with a torch, and so I'm kind of, you know, I'm doing my best. But anyways, because the clutch pedal's still there, and I'm like, man, it totally needs to have a 4-speed in it, so I have to have one. The fella before me cut out, you can see this is wood. All this frame underneath here is wood, and then this came onto this steel frame, And I don't know if you can see right there, he cut out a bunch of this, and when he did this transmission mount. It's not terrible work, but it's kind of put the brake deal in the way here. I wanted to leave it under the floor for simplicity, because I really didn't want to do swing pedals. I have some swing pedals from other projects. I could make that work, but I really wanted to, like, it's odd. I know I'm changing so much, but I want to leave some things. And the pedals, I wanted to leave. They're simply mounted. So I might have to re-engineer some of this. That's fine, re-engineer it. The problem with re-engineering it is I need to have the transmission I want to have hanging in here so that when I do any sort of modifications, whether that's the Z-bar, clutch linkage, the brake pedal, the exhaust system, any of that, I need to have all that stuff in one place. We're going to have to work on these doors. We're going to do some floor work. Okay, I know it's a kind of a weird place to start, but with a rat rod, you start somewhere and you build everything else around that somewhere. This is where I wanted to start, and it makes sense to me. If I can't make the underfloor brake thing work, well, then I'll have to come up here and put one on it. Anyways, that's what we're going to end up doing. So let's move forward on it, see what we can do, and go from there. Oh, good morning. John is with us today on the camera. Let's come around here, John. I've got all the bolts out of everything. This, again, I mentioned earlier in the clip, goat pin, whatever. It's become a parts motor because I needed the power steering unit, the alternator bracket that went to these two holes. I needed the timing cover. But let's see if it's a 4-bolt main, Johnny. I drained the oil. I think we drained the oil the other day, right?
I don't know.
It's in that bucket? No?
I don't know.
It's gonna fall, isn't it?
Probably.
Why is everything hard to do with this stuff? All right, just let me get a screwdriver right there. Oh yeah. Oh, I see it making a crack.
Yeah.
Yeah, they must have. All right, let me get a little taparoo.
Mm-hmm.
Taparoo. Oh, that's really on there. Usually they just leap right off.
Somebody used silicone.
Oh, and the sun is right in my terrible vision eyes. Oh, make sure I didn't miss a bolt. Oh, can't even see jack.
What about Diane?
Little ditty. 2 American kids doing the best they can. When they say here baton was in the back of Jackie's car. I wonder what kind of car it was. Probably a Chevy. I think the wind's gonna blow today on us, Johnny.
What makes you say that?
It just seems like it. Oh, I got the dipstick off of this engine too for the one that we didn't have on the other engine. Oh, that's making good sounds. Oh, still had oil in it.
Weird.
Oh wow, it's a 4-bolt main. It's so exciting.
Oh wow.
I thought we drained the oil. Look at this huge mess we're making.
Where? I didn't take that off.
Why? Oh man, this engine would never run, John. Look right here. It's missing the exhaust valve. Absolutely. Can you see in there? It's falling in. This thing dropped a valve once because look, there I am right into the. Oh man, we're gonna have to pull this head just to. Okay, so for people who are saying, why are you messing with this engine there? Back when I made the video, I said when I take it apart, I would show you what we found. And now we know why the truck was parked, John. It dropped an exhaust valve, or it rotted out in the years that it sat.
One of the two.
That is your original style chain.
Wow.
Yeah. Is it loosey? Yeah, but it didn't jump. I wanted this cover. You know why I wanted this cover, John?
What a nice cover.
It's not all beat up. It looks good. I have a new seal for it. We'll clean it. I have the timing cover. I'm going to leave that balancer here with this engine. Use the balancer that came with that engine. Put all my best Chevy parts that I have around my shop. And like I say, I know these videos are boring for some of you. For those others who appreciate it, you got to keep in mind, I am starting with a dream. and building a car. So that's what I'm doing. And it seems to have good rapport. People seem to enjoy these vehicles, John. Check it out.
Wow, a seal.
That goes right there. Yeah. I guess we'll just let that thing drain out there and then floor dry it, clean it up, because the block's still pretty good. Maybe. But if that exhaust valve, you know what? We'll have to do bonus footage. If that exhaust valve fell in and rattled around there for a while, then this engine's probably junk.
Nah, just get it sleeved in that one cylinder.
Yeah, I got 3 more of these over in the corner. This one's just a parts motor, you know.
But it's a 4-bolt main.
Hey, then I could sell it to some guy on the internet. I know what I got, and I'll trade him something. And then when he says, well, it just needs to be sleeved, you know, sleeving it probably about the same price as finding another one. Anyways, let's move on with life. I'm yakking. Let's get working. Okay, so we got a set of bad news bears going on here. We've had the pulley, the harmonic balancer on and off. We've gotten this kind of painted up. Okay, got all the valves in, adjusted, fine, right. Okay, what's going on, John? This one is the original for this motor. One of these holes is stripped out. I cannot get the pulley system to work. I've had to already, I don't know if the camera shows it, this thing is just abused. Somebody used a sledgehammer once to put it on. This was all mushroomed. I've used a little Dremel tool to clean it up, and then I get it all in and I find out one of these holes is stripped clean out and it won't hold a bolt. So then, because we're using the goat pasture parts engine, we've got this. John is getting all the grease and grime out of it. The rubber actually is probably in better shape. This one came with the pulleys we're using. I know it was good, and it's going to be it's a little bit different. I don't know that that'll matter. They're both the same engine block, both the same vintage, so we're going to get it cleaned up, painted. Then we're going to move on, because this car has power steering. I have this power steering pump and all the brackets. We'll clean that up, because this is an alternator that came with that pulley setup. I've mentioned this before. Keep all your pulleys together. They're really not as interchangeable as you think they are. This is the funky setup. Here it's got this offset one, and then it's got the close small block Chevy one. So this all worked together in unison. I'm going to put it on this. They're the same engine block, everything. The next thing we're going to do is put in our brass plugs, which we got. And I'll probably just show you that at the end. I'm trying not to make this a very long video. It turns out probably the second half of this video I'm going to be doing some work on my pink Wheelies. It turns out my wife's not using it as much as she thought she would, because Darian didn't finish a few items last fall. So I'm going to do those this weekend for her. Anyways, we're still moving forward. Again, if you're going to take on a project like this, you got to be prepared. Be patient. I know YouTube is an illusion. Everybody gets something done in a 3-minute video. But the reality is this could take you a while to piece together, to put together, unless you got some really deep pockets and you can go and spend $10,000 on an engine transmission combination. You do what I'm doing. You piece it together, you use used parts, you clean them up, you paint them, you get it all put together, and you end up with a nice rig that you can be proud of. And that's what Johnny and I are doing, and we'll get back with you in a few minutes. Well, Johnny and I are about burned out. We didn't even get to the welding. We're not done. We've got lots more of the video to make, but as I'm putting stuff together, this is one of the brass plugs. I'm just using a socket like this. I'm taking a little bit of this Felt Pro RTV in gray. I put a little on there like that. The wind's picked up. Hopefully there's no wind noise. If there is, well, you know, use the closed captions. But it's pretty straightforward. You put it in the hole.
You line it up.
You use your soft blow hammer. Sometimes they go easy. Oh, at least I'll demonstrate the hard one, John.
There you go. It's getting in there now.
I make sure they're straight like that, and then I give them just a little bit of recess. And that one didn't recess as much as I wanted. So we'll just try to aim on this. Try to get that a little more. There it goes. So now it's in. So then you find the boxes have blown off.
You find a rag that's over there.
Oh, the wind's been just picking up, and it's cold as, well, cold as January should be.
It's cold as winter should be.
Anyways, then you take this and you wipe that RTV off so you can inspect your job. It looks okay. I mean, I love these guys on camera who make their engines look so good. If you look at our paint, you're like, did you paint it in the cold weather with cold steel? Yeah, it you know what, you know what, John? We're going for the distressed look of a rat rod, so this will be just fine.
Yeah, it's got to look like it's been in there for a little bit.
And you say, well, why don't you go in the shop, turn on your heat? And you're like, well, I could, but I like the sunshine. All right, anyways, that's that. I'll put the last couple in. You got that drying in the thing. I will finally jump to the end. Ta-da! And then we'll move on to, well, I'm probably going to do the welding, but I think I have to do that pink Willys stuff tomorrow. So, anyways, we'll get back with you in a few minutes. You see how dark it is out here, John? It's probably about 4:30. We've worked on this 6 hours minimum in the cold to get this thing going, and it's not even going. So what we ended up doing, I know, again, boring, I get it, we painted it way too cold, did it. You saw us put in the freeze plugs, that was great. We've regasketed absolutely everything on this rear main seal all the way through. We got a water pump, we've got all the pulley system off of the other engine because I had none of that, so we salvaged it. We put the Moroso covers on it, we put the headers on it, we got the motor mounts on it. These were headers that the guy had bought 20 years ago to use. John was saying about the pulleys. So this is goofy because this back one, John, lines up with that alternator right there. This one does nothing. This first one does nothing, but this outer one connects to the power steering. That's the way it worked. That's going to work fine for us. I think I've mentioned that several times with these Chevys. If you get a system, keep all the parts. Don't try to think I can interchange these. It's been a nightmare. This system works. It's what I have. It's going to work fine. I know that this offset that he had put in there for the radiator and motor mount looked like it's going to work. But see, John, if we get into trouble, we can just cut this spacer down and come back. We can come back another, what is that, 3/4 of an inch right there where my finger is?
Finger's width.
Yeah, so then that can get us closer and that'll help us.
And if you always keep the engine revved up, these will
flex out and hit like oh
yeah, and then you can
like
get
the
some
pink
more space.
Wheelies. Okay, speaking of the pink Wheelies, we're gonna get on that in the morning. I thought I could get on it this afternoon. I always think I could eat a big sandwich all in one bite. I can't do it. So tomorrow, if you're familiar with my channel, we've been doing this for 2.5 years. We have 225, 27, something like that videos. We have combined over 15,000 hours. So if you're just now tapping into what we're doing, this is what we're doing. It's Jonathan, I, and Mariana. We're a small channel. We're doing small channel things. I've got, oh gosh, what do I got? 8 or 9 cars from the 30s all the way to the 80s. That's what I deal with.
You're all the way up to early 2000s with vehicles.
Anyways, I had this goal of getting one for every decade, and I think I'm going to skip the teens now because of all the wood and stuff. I don't know. Maybe we'll buy a finished Model T someday. It would be fun, but we're on a limited budget, so we call it Just Enough Garage. We have just enough time, talent, money, patience, all that. Anyways, tomorrow, the pink Wheelies I mentioned, there's some videos of it. I built it last year. My wife is going to use it. I've got to do a couple of things still to it, but otherwise, after that, it should be great to get it on the road. I put insurance on, all the lights work. The seat, we're not happy with the seat placement, the seat belts, and I need to do windshield wipers. What else do I need to do on that? Oh, we're gonna probably have to do some front end work, all the bushings. That's like summertime. Anyways, I'll see you in the morning, and we'll do some more stuff, cool stuff. All right, hit play.
It's going already.
John, did you hit play?
Yeah.
Are the people interested in what we're doing this morning?
Hey, let me get on the correct side of this.
So, pink Wheelies. If you haven't seen it in the videos, hey, welcome to Just Enough Garage. It's the truck I built last year. Let me give you a walk around, John, a catch up. We spray painted this pink. We put the windshields in it. You can see the dust on it. It's sat all winter. My wife is ready to start driving it and utilizing it in her extracurricular activities, her school stuff. Anyways, she volunteers. The school down here has a big play thing. Anyway, she carries a bunch of tools in her Subaru currently. This is supposed to be like put everything in it, and it's a mobile toolbox for her. This Jeep originally, I purchased it as a little project. I didn't intend to keep it. It had this weird color on it. It has a thing in there from a car show in 1994. Once upon a time, it was a cool Jeep. But then I took the back half of an 89 Dodge, was it a Dakota?
Yeah, I think it was a Dakota.
And I put the frame together. The front was like a 67, 68 Camaro that somebody did in the 90s on the Wheelies. The middle half is Willys frame. And the back half I put on, there's a whole big video stuff on it. 10-bolt GM, positive traction, turbo 350 Chevy motor. Hey, we might as well show you this. I know, if you've seen this before, you're already bored. I get it. But we're just trying to fix up some loose ends on it now that it's like... So this is it. New radiator, new alternator, 350 Chevy 4-bolt main. I got this stupid thing on here. It's functional. It's just stupid. Mickey Thompson's. Yeah, I left all the colors. I didn't paint it like you saw on the other video. Just, you know, the other clip I guess for you a few minutes ago. As for yesterday. But anyways, yeah, it's a long water pump. Look down here, John. You see the difference? I can put my finger between there.
Yeah.
That's a long and a short. And you can see the other motor, of course, it was very close. The point is if you end up, you can't interchange all the pulleys and stuff. You get one, you got to keep it all together. So you just know what you're doing, you keep them together. Anyways, stock exhaust, manifolds, power brakes. I've done all the brakes. This is a really fabulous running truck. Where's my, oh, and I even got a foot prop. Okay, doesn't matter. The reason we're here today is this Ford Aerostar seat. I put it in there and I've driven it a little bit, but it doesn't feel right, it doesn't act right. So we were in the middle of taking these seat belts out because, I'll tell you why. Because the seat belts did not come with the shoulder part, and come for a walk. And I had these seat belts from the previous seats. So on half of this, they've got a seat belt here. So what we're going to do is take the second half of this, the Aim Safe seat belt. Anyways, they were in the Jeep. And we're going to put them through the seat and bolt them where this part was bolted. That's what we're going to do. But I need one of these for the center, unless we just get rid of the center seat belt. But, you know, we got grandkids. Maybe they'd like to go for a ride. So I'm thinking we'll just cut one of these off and leave the center one. We just got to figure out which one the center one is, unless they're different or the same.
I don't know, we'll just try to click the center thing in both of them.
Anyway, so that's our project this morning. Then, the next project, windshield wipers. I'm being told it needs windshield wipers. Oh, and the door's screwed up. So I've been doing this, and it didn't really hold. Anyways, I'm going to have to take the whole door panel apart, John, and try to figure it out. Windshield wipers. If you look under here, Johnny, yeah, right there you'll see some pulleys. You see them right where that hole is? There you go.
These guys.
So originally, Willys, this is produced somewhere around 1954. Willys had a windshield wiper that was vacuum operated. This is the vacuum operator. This just rotates. What happens is the wipers on those cable systems would do this. That's all gone. It's missing. So a guy was telling me he's in the past used like the boat 12-volt motors you put on a boat for windshield wipers. And I think I'm going to try to adapt that. Now let's go over here to my 36 Oldsmobile real quick. Is there even a windshield wiper spot on this?
Well, there should have been.
There should have been. I don't know how they worked. Well, I'm probably not going to drive it in the rain anyways, but that would be another one potentially you could put a windshield wiper on. That 48 Ford is vacuum as well.
Has one on it.
Yeah. So all of a sudden, if this system works, I might have tapped into I mean, today is beautiful. This is the end of January. Just beautiful. I mean, just the sun, the warmth. But at the end of the day, it rains a lot in Washington. We're way up in the Northwest. It's a noisy city we live in. I swear these cops and these robbers have nothing to do but drive around all day annoying good folks. Anyways, if that works, I'm going to do windshield wipers on that one, possibly that one, most likely that one. And so we got to work on a system. We're pioneering it, John. Anyways, let's put the video on pause. Let me throw the seat belts in it. Then we're going to have to modify this somehow. We've got some ideas to get the seat position right. And with any luck at all, we'll be on our way. Bada boom, bada bing. She hasn't asked about a heater yet, but I know that's coming. And I'm like, it won't even warm up between here and the school, kiddo. Next, you'll want air conditioning, auto start. Where will it end?
When you're putting an LS in there.
Made in China. Yeah. Oh, speaking of China, that's the Edelbrock from Amazon for 75 bucks. The carburetor seems to work all right, but the choke was absolutely horrendous. I ended up doing my own manual choke on it, which is why I've got this thing built here. Again, it doesn't matter. I did it last year. Nobody cares. YouTube's dead. As soon as a video goes out of whatever, it's done. So if you want to look it up, you'll find it. Otherwise, forget it. It's the pink Wheelies. Not my personal choice in color, but Mrs. Just Enough Garage needed a truck, and this. She came into my backyard and was doing a little shopping, and she says, Darian, you have your own rat rod wheelies back there. I need one, but I want it like this, this, and this. And I just went, no. But I did make it for her. Anyways, let's get working, Johnny. That's what it's like living in the Northwest. Seagulls and bald eagles. Old cars that you're trying to fix. Seats you're trying to install. John trying to do his job. We're trying to drill this hole out, really, just to make it a little bit better for our bracketing system. I'll show you when we're done. Anyways, we always get seagulls. And there they are. Harassing a bald eagle. What a bunch of sillies.
Oh, the crow's joining in.
Oh yeah, a crow's got to help too.
So how's it going?
I was going to tack it, but it's set weird. So I'm just going to weld it. We never have to take the seat back out again. I mean, we'll stick it unbolted if we wanted to, right?
Oh yeah.
But I think I can just do it all from right here.
Cool.
Save me some effort. Oh, I didn't know you were filming me. You always catch me doing the goofiest things.
Oh yeah.
So I got the brackets. I don't know, we didn't show you. We cut off some of the framework. I'm welding that bracket to the floor, then it unbolts. And at first I thought I'd have to take it out, but there's enough room between the bottom of the seat and there that I could just weld the bracket right to the floor. Bada bing, bada boom. Let me jump over to the other side.